Well, good morning, everyone. Welcome to Timeout Tuesday. Hard to believe it's Tuesday again, and the month is slipping past so quickly. Today, pardon me, I've got a bit of a cold, so pardon me if I cough a little bit, but I think it's just the weather it's winter here, and that's the problem. Plain and simple, although the sun is out at the moment, so. I don't mind sunny days in winter, but I don't like cloudy ones. But today I'm going to be using the stamp set Pretty Florals, and I'm going to use some different embossing folders with them to give it a bit of texture. So we got given this at camp on stage, and it's a beautiful set. There's some dies that go with it as well. I've used it before, but I just wanted to show you. So this is the stamp set. These are the dies, and don't lose, for goodness sake, don't lose any of these. I thought I'd lost number 15, and yeah, they're ridiculous to find sometimes. So I believe they're 15 there now. But basically what happens is that these will cut out. That will cut out that. There's other ones that'll cut out other ones as well. If I could find them. This one will cut out that one. And that one will cut out that one. And I think this one here, I believe, just looking, can cut out that. And this can cut out, this die can cut this one out. So you see, you can use quite a few of the dies with it. And I believe this one, maybe, yeah, no, not that one. But that's quite a lot. Maybe this is the one that cuts out with that one. Yeah, there you go. Getting the right one. And then we've got some leaves as well on that. So that just gives you an idea that those can be cut out with those. So, and I've used a mixture today of stamping and die cutting, and mainly die cutting, because sometimes it's something we don't normally do. So let's pop that back in there. Also put a picture on the front so that I know how many dies and what they are of my die. See, I left one out. Easy to do. Pop it back in there. Set that over there. So I've done a bit of prep for today, and excuse me if I'm a bit rusty because I did it early last week. So my first card today, I haven't made one for you to have a look at, but I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. So I've got a basic white base, fresh freesia, which is going to go on top like that. And then I've used this So Swirly embossing folder. Now you can see it's quite a large folder. So I worked out what size I wanted and just put it in. Very pretty for many things. So it's just got these swirly lines on it. So I'm going to put that together. Those two, I'm not going to put them in the base yet, but I'll put those two together, and I shall find my tape here. Which side do I want to put up? Oh gosh, I don't know. I think I'll put up this way. What way do they do it? Just curious to know. Okay, so they have the deep side to the back. I'm going to do it the other way around on this one, just because I like that feel. Okay. Now, we've done a little bit of prep beforehand with this. So this will go on here. Let me get some dimensionals and put them in the back of this, because I want it to sit up a little bit. So one up there, one there, one down there. I've got a hair from my jumper. One there, one down there, one there, and one there, and one there. Okay, so that's going to go on the base, and I think I might actually put that on first. So take the backs off. And I'm just going to place it in the center of the front. You notice that it's quite a bit smaller than the others. So I think this was 10.5 and this is 9.5. So it's about a centimeter smaller. Half a centimeter on each side. Okay, now I made some flowers. These are all in, they were all in Pretty in Pink. Okay, and basically what I did was I colored it with fresh freesia. It's based on a stamp set by, and I'm just getting my little book so I can check, Wanda Pettyjohn. She did this card. So basically what she's done is she's just colored them and then put a Pretty in Pink on the front. So I'm going to join them all together. I just put a glue dot behind it. So it's like that. And then that one. And I don't think I need another stem. I have the other stem there, but I don't think I need another stem. I think that's pretty good. And I'm not going to put them straight. I just want it to be a little angled. Can you see what I'm doing? Oh, there we go. I think like that. So that one will go on top. Now, should I put these on dimensionals? I might actually. Okay, so I'm going to start with this one up here. And I've got some dimensionals for the top. And you see what I'm doing? There. There. I've stuck the stem on with a glue dot. So it sort of holds in place. So I'll put these two on first because they're sort of put together. Take the back off. Here we go. And put that like that, and that like that. And then I should have another one. Here it is. And I shall put some glue, a couple of spots in that as well. Here we go. That on. Today is my brother's birthday. Now, if by any chance he did actually watch this, and I don't think he will, happy birthday, Robert. I still have nightmares about forgetting your birthday in 1980, as I was getting married 3 days later, and I think my mind was otherwise occupied at that time. Yeah, hope you have a wonderful day today. There we go. So that's basically the front of the card. I'll just push that over a little bit like that. And then I've got just happy birthday that I've printed in Memento Black on with the right words. This set here, it's that one there. And I've just freehand cut it out. I'm going to place that on the front. The dimensions are starting to get to the edge, which is fine. I don't mind that. There we go. And there we go. I might put that right there. Happy birthday. Now, I've got some, this was a celebration gifts, but these gems are the perfect color. My ribbon this is fresh freesia ribbon too, which I could use on it, but I'm just going to put some of these gems on. I think I want to put this color on. I think this is perfect for what I want. Just heard Honey chewing something, and I wondered what she's got. Well, do you want to check what Honey's got? She's a little bit of a mischief sometimes, especially in the mornings. She's got something that she's really enjoying eating at the moment. I'm not quite sure what it is, but a toy. Ah, from the bathroom. I think she's eaten probably the leg off it. Yeah, she has. Yeah, she's very, very good at that. She's still such a puppy. She gets the bathroom door open, she sneaks in. Okay, so that's my first card. Isn't that pretty? Just very, very simple. Now I've got another one for inside here. All I'm going to do with this one is I'm just going to put some glue on this little dot on there. Turn that over, pop it down there so it's stuck. And then I'll just put a little bit of glue on the back of that. How's this? When I only want a little bit of glue, this is really good. And pop that there like that. So that ties the inside with the outside of the frame. Okay, I could put another one there, but I don't think I need that one. Okay, so that's card number one. Let me move that all out of the way. Card number two today uses a different embossing folder. So far I've used this so swirly one. Got a bit of glue in my finger, so it wants to stick to my finger or is static or something. This one used the same flower die cut that I used in the other one, but I changed the color this time. I used, I think it was Bubble Bath in this one, and Mossy Meadow and Old Olive. This was based on another card that I'd seen, but I ended up changing it a little bit, pardon me. So what I've done is I've got my white base again, and I have run this through the mini corrugated 3D. You know, I wondered about getting this folder, but I am actually going to be using this at a retreat I'm going to soon. And it's a beautiful folder. It's very tactile, so when you touch it, you get that corrugated feel. So when you open it up, which I'm on thumbs and fingers and thumbs this morning, and you feel the inside, it's all ribbed. So it's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful folder. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to place this flat on the card. Just put some glue around, just very gently around the edges, so that it sticks, but not pushing too hard, so that I don't bend the corrugations. And then I used my starty shapes to cut out a square. So I used two that are next to each other. And on the back, this is something else you can do, is you know how you've got this edge around your dimensionals? I just cut a little strip off that edge because it's quite thick, probably nearly, not quite a centimetre, but, and I just used those, a little bit of those on the back of this. So they're a bit like foam strips, but yeah, just good way to use up your edge if you haven't done it before. And I'll just pull that off. Okay, so I'm going to, this is in Mossy Meadow. I'm going to put this on the card. You need to get it straight though. It looks pretty good. So it looks like a picture frame. Okay, now I've got some leaves here, and I've die cut those out as well. So I'm going, I think this is what I think I'm doing. Let me see if this works. Like that. And then I've got like a fern type leaf. I'm just going to place it on and show you what I'm doing. And then this will go on top like that. I might put it up a bit. Okay, so let's sketch these on. Let's put this one on first. And I'm just going to put some on the actual leaves. Just a little bit of glue on each of the leaves. You won't need very much because it's going to be under the flower. And I shall put it like that. And this is another bit that I cut off that went actually up like that, but I'm just going to use it in a different angle. So it spreads out like that. And then I've got these two little ferny bits. I put one, I think, there. And again, a little bit of glue on the back of the leaves. I think I need to refill this because it feels like it's getting empty and refusing to come out now. There might be some glue on the top too. Let's try that and see if it comes out now. Nope, I'll have to use this one instead. I'll investigate that later. But because it comes out a little thicker in this, it's easier to use that little mini glue. Pop that in there like that. And this will go, I think I want it to go that way. Do I want to go that way? And I might put that one up there. Okay. So let's get this one. Could use glue dots in this as well, but this will be fine. So glue on that leaf. That's okay. It's going to be underneath where I want it anyway. Move it down a teeny bit. Just want to stick to my fingers. Now I've put some dimensionals on the back of the flower, which I've done in Pretty in Pink and Garden Green. And take those dimensionals off. And I'm just going to put it on like that. Okay. Now somewhere in here we have a lovely wink of Stella. I might turn it around a little bit. And I'm just going to highlight the flower a little bit so that it sparkles a bit. You probably can't see that, but when you hold it in the light, it sparkles. And then I've got Thinking of You from Right Words again. And I've cut it out with a die, and I can't remember where I got this die. I probably have it in my book, which I can look up. There we go. And I've done it in Mossy Meadow too. And it's a very, very simple card, but yeah, quite effective, I think. I could even put another flower on down there. I think that might even be a really good thing to do. Oh, here we've got two more. I obviously had planned to do so. I plan to put another one like that, I think, and this one on the inside. I believe that's what I plan to do. I'm going to shove it in underneath. So it's a little darker. And I'll put some Wink of Stella on that as well. Said about coughing, I might need a drink of water or something. Now, you know how I had those little gems? I think they would be really good on this because there are some pinky ones as well, which I think would look really nice on this. Yeah, this one can go in the inside. Oh, thank you. Might put it on that side, and I've even got that stem that I'd used earlier, or didn't use earlier, that I could put underneath, and then just cut the bottom part that sticks out off. go. Pop in so that it's like that. A bit extra glue there. And then I'll just get my scissors and snip that little green stem that's sticking out over the top there. So, and I was going to put some of these pink ones. I think I want these ones. Let me move that away and get my pick. I think I want one there. And these lovely. One there. Maybe one there. And that's that card. So we've got 2 done. Slightly different colours, but in those pinks. Next one, I decided to change colour completely. So I used these colours. Used peach pie, pumpkin pie, crushed curry, and timid tiger. And I've coloured the leaves at this time in those. And do you know what I haven't got? Got the front, but I haven't got the base of the card here, which is a bit silly. But that's okay. We'll make the front up. Okay. I've got lots of leaves here. And what I've done is I've pre-prepared these ones. So you can see that they're looking like that. I'm just going to spread them out a little bit. Maybe I can get hubby to go into the craft room, and on the table I believe there is a white card base just like that. For this one, what I did was I embossed it with the exposed brick. Okay, I'd seen someone else do this, but do it totally different. And then I used my scoring pad, and I just turned it over and I scored lines. I guess I don't know how far apart they are, but anyway, I did 5 lines down one side. So it's, I don't know if you can see that. Maybe you can just see it. But what I'm going to do is these are going to go on the card like that. Actually, I'm going to put them in the middle like that. This is a bit of an experiment, this one. I also had some textured note paper that I had used on another card, and this was left over, and I thought, oh, this would make a great basket. So what I thought I might do is put this down the bottom. So I'm going to make the front first, and I'm going to put dimensionals on this one. Here we go. Just this, I just came into my head when I was creating it, and I thought, yeah, it'd be nice to have a little basket or a bucket that these could sit in. So that's for that. But what I think I might want to do is, I think I want to put some dimensionals behind this. The reason for that is that I'd really like the flowers to sit up a little bit off the paper. You can see that they're sort of sticking together because of the glue dots that are on the stems, which is a good thing because that keeps them sort of as a bunch. And then I can put one up there, and I might put another one maybe there. And I wonder, can I get one down there without it being seen? Yes. Okay. So what I'm going to do is take the backs off this. I haven't made a sentiment for this one yet, but it doesn't necessarily need a sentiment on the front, or you can leave it blank, and then when you want to use it, you can. So I'm going to pop that like that. Now I've got my stems here, and what I want to do is I want to put these sort of, so what's going to happen is this is going to be the pot, which I'll put on next, and then I'll put these separate fronds on after I've done that. So here goes my pot. And it says, to someone worth celebrating every single day. Then I've got some old olive. I might put that one on one side. So you can make an arrangement if you're very, very talented. I don't say I'm talented. I love floral arrangements, but mine never turn out the way I would like them to. Get that in underneath the basket. And I might see if I can get that in underneath. So I'll leave one stem. There we go. I might put, I've got a garden green one and an old olive one. I might put a garden green one up in the top and behind. Just a few dots on that. And pick that up. Ah, fingers and thumbs. I could go there. And then this one can go on the other side. Honey, what have you found? I think you need a walk, don't you? There we go. And I'm going to use those gems again when I can find where I put them, because I think the other color that's there is the base of the card. I often cut up a whole lot of these. Here they are. You see these ones here, they're sort of pinkish, but they've also got a bit of a white feel to them. So I reckon actually these will be really good on this. So they're just iridescent. You probably can't see them very well, but yeah, they're iridescent. Now let's put this on the face of the card. I could even, no, I don't want to do that. Just thinking on my feet here, or on my chair, I guess it is. Okay, now to put this on the card. Oh, that, I'll turn it over this way. There we go. Now I've put some Winter Stella on these petals as well, just to add a little bit more. So they really sit out and sparkle. Okay, so 3 florally cards today. For you, let's pop these down here so that you can see. My first one with Fresh Freesia and Pretty in Pink. This one with Bubble Bath and a little bit of Pretty in Pink. And this one with the Pumpkin Pie, Timid Tiger and Daffodil Delight. Just a little bit different today, but make lovely cards for birthdays or anything. So I even have another flower that I've put on in there. Don't have anything in the inside of that one, but I could put a strip of paper or whatever. But just to show you, using an embossing folder, you can get lots of special effect on the front that makes it look really bright and yeah, just tactile. People say, how did you do that? And you just say, well, I use this, and it's a wonderful way. So that's all for today. Next week, I'm going to do a 2-week session on gallery blooms. I did this a while back, and I love that set. It's in the new annual catalogue. It was the first one I ever bought. And I'm going to do something. I used the DSP, I believe, for it last time I used it, but this time I'm going to use the die cuts as well, and just show you some things that I've done with it. I've already started working in that, and very, very simple cards that you could put together on an evening. And I think you might enjoy looking at that. I think next week's would make a great class as well, because you could pre-cut the flowers out and then they could just do what they want with them. So that's today. This week my husband and I celebrate our 45th wedding anniversary. Can't believe it's 45 years since we got married, but it is, and he still says he loves me, which is really nice. And yeah, we'll probably celebrate that in a low-key way later on in the week. And yeah, 45 years is a long, long time. It just seems like a long time, and yet it seems like yesterday. So I think that's just the way life gets as you get older. Anyway, enjoy the rest of today, and I hope you've enjoyed looking at those 3 cards, which are similar, use the same die, but different, just a different style. So yeah, okay, take care everyone, bye.